How quaint. You seem like you've missed me. And I've missed you too, my dear. Class 1A simpleton. All that aside, I think ever since that incident with Shinso, I discovered something about myself. That I could do better. That I should strive for better. And that you might not be a peasant after all. Instead, you're more of a peacock than a peasant. How you flaunt around, showing your true colors. Do you like that? Is it what makes you excited? I wonder, what would it take to get under your skin, to make you hate me? Why, you might ask? Because I've always been curious of the feeling. I always wanted to know what it's like to be second-rate. Who am I kidding? In truth, I probably always was where I belong. As begrudgingly as I must accept it, I equally cannot accept you. You've been something of a kind exception in my life, but you can't exist in the way that you do. You're above me, and yet you put up with my nonsense. You remind me of a certain large-handed girl, at least in your attitude with dealing with me. I suppose if anyone's to knock sense into me, it's you. My father would agree. You've got something to hide, though. What is it? You can tell me anything. After all, you have nothing to lose, do you? Ah, so it's a secret, then. I'll respect it as such. Perhaps I wouldn't even understand someone's difficulties from where you are. As for anything else, I'm more than happy to oblige. Are you going to come to my office again? Will we catch up like we used to? Or is it going to be another situation of a Shinso getting in the way? I understand we both like you. And my feelings. They were put on display there in a less than adequate manner. Instead of that, I'd like to show you the full range of what I can do. No, of course not. I wouldn't be putting you down. I'd just be honest. I'm just the best there is. Well, I should say I'm going to be. Instead of presuming myself to be the best, isn't it more healthy for me to get there instead? It sounds more reasonable to me. As for the rest of it, we'll just have to figure it out, won't we? As for you, my dear classmate, what are we going to do with you? You seem like a mess these days, and that's coming from someone who's already a mess. So I think you better work on things before you lose yourself. I couldn't help but admit to myself how cute you are. Don't let it go to your head, though, honey. You've got a lot of things you can improve on. For instance, that attitude, your confidence, where is it? I can't see it sometimes. Oh, you have it. Then why don't you prove it? What exactly about you exudes confidence that I'm not seeing? Oh, please. You can do so much better than that. If you want to be the best at something, you're going to have to accept that you have room to improve. Even I did that. Though I have a feeling that Kendo would tell me to get my head out of my butt. Of course, it's not in there, so it beats the purpose. Oh, I see. Well, then I so welcome you to the student council. It's so tedious being so divine, isn't it? Oh, I'm sorry. You might not know about that. But I can at least say that you've got your heart where it should be, and also showed me a few things about myself. Feelings for you? I'm not so sure I would call it that. It would be presumptuous of me to understand it as such. The real question is what you see in me. Do you see perfection looking back at you? Your quirk would match mine very well. In fact, we could double your power at any point in time. So I have a proposition to make. Will you be mine? My sidekick, of course. Yes, exactly. I'm asking for our mutual benefit. My feelings for you? What do you expect me to say? I'm madly in love with you. Keep dreaming. You'll have to try harder than... What do you think you're doing? You can't just kiss someone out of nowhere. That's illegal. On so many levels, that's illegal. Where's my confidence now? Why would you say something so insensitive? You're the one who assaulted me. What should stop me from going to the authorities and... You presumptuous little scoundrel. I ought to punish you, personally. It would be a shame to get the authorities involved with someone who's such a petty criminal. I owe it to my heroic roots to take care of you personally. Just understand, this won't be easy on you. I have to take responsibility for your actions and make sure that I teach you what proper manners are. I most certainly do not have feelings for you. I'm not sure why you would insinuate that I do. That's unfounded and completely unfair. You clearly misunderstand me. Just because one thing led to another doesn't mean I want to kiss you or anything. Brat, I'm nothing of the sort. I'm merely stating my mind as it needs to be. And you presume that I'm some kind of needy fool, but in reality, I'm not in the slightest. Instead, I would say I'm more akin to your benefactor, someone who's going to take care of everything. Because I obviously need to correct you so you don't get in trouble with the authorities. And besides, why would I let you go after you harassed me? I need to get my revenge. Oh, wouldn't you like that? Far too much. If I were to just kiss you right now. Of course I'm not going to. Why would I? I don't have feelings for you. Whatever I said earlier was obviously a ploy for... to make you feel better, obviously. Stumbling over my words. Why, of course not. I never do that. Just because I'm a bit flustered right now doesn't mean that somehow you're right about your assumptions. Tsundere? I am most certainly not a tsundere. You're just misunderstanding my words. I'm completely composed and not thinking about your kiss at all. I mean, your punishment at all. It's been quite a long time, you know, since I've gotten the opportunity to spend so much time with you. It's a shame you went and sexually harassed me at the start of it. Just a kiss. It was a kiss that flustered me. It was a kiss that could have flustered me and made me have a heart attack. How does that sound for harassment? You need to be more careful with yourself so you don't have someone press charge. But I told you I'll take the punishment into my own hands and teach you a lesson for it. That's exactly why we're going this way. Follow me now. You don't have to hold my hand. You can if you want. I suppose it assures that you can't run away. You have a point there. So, why me, flustered? Perhaps I'm just a bit shook up after what happened last time with Shinzo. What? Being flustered is nothing to be ashamed of, especially for someone as great as me. It happens to the best of us, and it's obviously nothing to do with feelings. It's everything to do with what needs to be done. And you. We have much to discuss of your punishment. What is a fitting one? Perhaps you experience it yourself. This harassment. I'm most certainly not flustered. You have me misunderstood. I'm clearly composed as anyone could be. Cocky? Me? I think not. And My voice most certainly did not crack. You're simply misunderstanding it. I could insult you, but what's the point? Ah, you're right. That is a fitting punishment. I guess I'll say what I feel, and that is that you're my little peasant. You'll always be. It's a good thing I'll take good care of you then. It's not to say I don't enjoy my time with you. It's just I'm a noble and you're a commoner. It's just we're different in certain ways. Irrefutable evidence supports it. Well, we may be as such. I think you could be a noble like me someday. It's more how you carry yourself. I've decided as your punishment, I'm going to teach you how to be a noble. How to be noble and just. As well as pick on you a bit. What can I say? It's addictive. And also, it seems to be what you enjoy. Maybe a bit too much. Wait, that's not a suitable punishment at all. But I guess I can forgive one transgression. Look at you. You're practically obsessed with me. Don't you just love it? This obsession you have, it comes and goes, but gets greater every time I see you. Me? Obsessing over you? What do you think this is? There's no way I would. My heart beating faster? Of course, I can take any challenge. My heart would never beat faster for you, or anyone. I'm above such feelings as desire. I've said already, didn't I? I'd take you up on the offer of any test, just so I can prove you wrong and prove how good I am. It's nothing personal, of course. I just feel like it would be proper in order to exhume my dominance, as well as my superiority that I know I have. What? You can't be serious. This accusation of feelings for you, just because of what I said earlier, was just a lapse of judgment. There's no way I would feel so much for someone like you. There's just no way, and besides, you've got me misunderstood. Clearly, I'm going to ace your tests like they're nothing. Nervous? Me? Of course not. My heart rate? Fancy of you to have one that tests it. So I just hold your phone right here, correct? Fine. Do your worst. Of course, my heart wouldn't be higher rate than that. What? There's no way it raised that much. Surely your device is wrong. We'll have to try this again. You cheated. Obviously, that thing is broken and I want more kisses. I really do. Something about this is ironic. Extremely ironic at that. I might have caught some feelings for you, but so what? So what if I did? You can't prove a damned thing. Oh, you can you? So you're picking a fight with me. I'll show you that I can win no matter what. It's so cute how you think you're going to beat me. After all, my confidence is practically exhuming. What do you mean my voice cracked? Of course it didn't. You're just making it up to make yourself feel better, aren't you? You poor thing. What are you going to do after I mop the floor with you? You're gonna cry all the way home? Nonsense. If I beat you so soundly, at least I could do is take good care of you afterwards, since you'd be relatively my servant, or perhaps a toy of sorts. You could be my toy, couldn't you? You enjoy all this attention, don't you? I know you do. Otherwise, you wouldn't stick around. Me turning things on you? I think not. Obviously, I'm in complete control. And you couldn't fluster me in the slightest. My voice most certainly didn't crack. It's just your imagination. You're making up things. Sorry, not sorry. What do you think you're doing? I didn't expect you to have quite so much draw. But a calculation I can more than make up for. I could kiss you forever. What? I didn't say anything. You must be hearing what you want to hear. I could kiss you forever. You dastardly fool. You recorded me. Give it to me right this instant. I could kiss you forever. Kiss you forever. Make it stop. I can't believe I'm begging someone for this, but could you please delete my beautiful voice? I wouldn't want that getting around that I may or may not experience some lapse of judgment when I'm around you. That's all I'm admitting to, and that's all you're going to get. And presumably, what are you meaning by that? That I'm acting high and mighty? And just why is that? What about me is so high and mighty? I'm just acting as I should, as the superior here. Oh, come now. You don't think you could blackmail me, do you? What is it you want? What are you planning to do with those ropes and chains? I sincerely hope you're not planning to torment me. I'd not be a very good suitable subject for torture. Please, avoid that at least. Civility. I've treated you with civility so far and done my best to help you, so please, don't go down that road. It's very dangerous. So, what do you say? I'm sure I could convince you. You want honesty. Well, if that's all you wanted, then it's quite simple. I'm being as honest as I know how. You have to accept it as that, or... as I was saying, I have feelings for you. Just a bit, and I like to pick on you because I have said feelings. There. Is that what you wanted? I have feelings for you. Not this again. Must you always strike to blackmail me again? You don't need to be so brutal. I was never going to do anything bad. Everything I've done for you, I've been trying to keep your best interests in mind. Even if I know I can be selfish or deluded, I did look out for you. And I will continue to do so, despite Shinso's terrible interference. It shook me to my core, if I'm honest with you, and it took a while to get my confidence back. So, this is not doing me any favors, and I understand if I've been too proud, but I can't just let you make me admit that I like you. I don't like you, do I? Love, I've never even thought of such a thing. I would never dare to. It's so below me and, cabaret, and it doesn't suit me at all. Are you insinuating that my heartbeat is what proves that I'm wrong? Of course not. Surely it could have been a coincidence, like something of a meteor passing by the Earth that raised my heart rate. Well, it's not that. I told you, do your worst. My pride won't allow for anything less. So, try and make me bend knee to you, if you dare. It won't work, though, just warning you. Oh, really? You think you can tame me? Someone who's a noble, and someone who knows exactly what they want in life, who's going to be the best. I can't believe you think that would be possible. Truly a presumptuous one you are. So you're making me a deal, then. If I'm able to withstand your torture, After these 20 minutes, you're going to allow me to be free? And you're going to delete what you recorded of me? Fine. I can take 20 minutes like it's nothing. Do your worst now. Don't hold back on my account. Is that what you think? Is it really like that? You think that I would bend knee just like that? From a kiss, no less. It's not like I'm flustered or anything. You're the one who's deluding yourself. I pity you. You're simply believing what you think is true. Beg for it. You want me to beg for something I obviously don't have any interest in? What do you think I am? Some kind of a desperate fool? You said you shut me up, but clearly that's not the case. You convinced yourself you did. I chose not to say something. You're the fool, and what makes you think I enjoy these kisses? Heart rates don't necessarily denote that I'm enjoying myself, but why would I lie? I might as well say, I feel a lot of feelings, but I'm not sure if they're for you or the situation or something else. So I'm afraid you're out of luck for proving your point. I think you should stop doing that. I was trying to say something, and you so rudely What do you think you're doing? Obviously, if you want the truth. Yes, I do in fact like you, and I did not misspeak. But at the same time, what am I supposed to do about it? Me liking you doesn't mean you're going to like me back. And I figured if I changed all of a sudden and treated you nicely, you're just going to make fun of me as it doesn't suit my personality. So I figured the best bet in it is to act like I didn't. And give you my, honest opinion of certain things. Of course, it's not so simple as to say that. I don't know how to love someone. If I'm being completely honest, it's not something I'm very used to. My family doesn't very much have much love in it. Usually love is something for the weak, instead of something you get or cherish as something else. I apologize if that seems too harsh. It's just, I've never had a good example of it. So of course I don't necessarily believe in something that I've never seen, never experienced, never truly felt. Or maybe I have felt it with you. It's hard to say. You are such a fickle beast, and if anyone should be doing something right now, it's me. I should be taking care of you. So why don't you let me out? You've tortured me enough, haven't you? What if we turn the tables and I make you confess you're in love with me too? How would you feel? Why, yes, I'm still restrained, but what's your point? And you can't just do that. I refuse to accept this tickle torture. Unhand my foot this instant. Mercy, mercy. First you torment me in one way, and then you have the nerve to tickle me like that. Just wait until I mean, you should let me out right away. I'll take good care of you, and make sure that I'm not too sadistic. After all, I wouldn't want to ruin you, break you as such. That would be too sad, wouldn't it? If I were to tease you into oblivion, and all for what? It'd be terribly sad to see you beg for mercy and to see me deny it, and I... What? What did you make me drink in that kiss? My body, it feels like it's on fire. Did you give me something suspicious? I'll warn you. If you did, I'm a terrible hostage. You should quit that immediately. Of course, I want to kiss you. Yeah, but why? I can't accept this. You tampered with something inside my brain, didn't you? That's unacceptable. I can't just accept this. I can't be the one at your mercy. Clearly, I'm your benefactor, so why? Why do you have so much power? Still, Listen to me. We could do this the easy way or the hard way. The way I see it, you want me to want you. Isn't that right? Then it's as simple as you let me go, and I'll simply return the feelings and try and understand them. You're not letting me go, then what do you intend to do with me? I'm not sure I follow on your entire rhetoric of things, unless you... You sure do intend to kiss me a lot. That's something I definitely didn't expect. You're going to keep me as a captive. This is illegal. I swear you might as well let me go now. It'll let you off the hook. You'll have less of a sentence. Won't you? Come on, have some decency. Mercy. Mercy. I'm sorry for inciting things or calling you a peasant. I'll take it back. We're equals if you want me to say it. Even if I'm totally good at things, it doesn't mean that you can't be either. And like I said, I still have some things to learn. What do you mean that's not the point? If it's not the point, then what is? What are you getting at? Now I'm perplexed. You confuse me, you confounded heathen. You're just trying to take advantage of things, aren't you? You're trying to make me fall into a pitfall. And then what? Are you trying to sell my body? No, don't do it. I promise it's not worth it. I'm worth too much more that you couldn't find a good deal for me. If you're trying to sell organs, I'm sure we could work something out. Please? Maybe if I asked nicely, then I wouldn't have to do this. This! Damn. And I thought I might be able to escape. What a shame. Well, I guess I'm at your mercy. Did you intend to kill me? Or what is it you wish to do? Something tells me you want me more as a pet than you do a... Why would I be the pet, though? If anyone's the pet, it's you. Won't you be my little pet? He'll stay, whatever it takes. Must you kiss so virulently? Surely you can't intend to do any more. Ever since you gave me whatever you did in that kiss, I've not felt myself. These kisses feel better each time. I don't know if I can handle this. I'm not sure what to do with you. Well, I guess I'll just beg. Do what you please with me. Just preferably no killing. Or stealing my organs or something. Why the change of heart? It's simple, really. I can't change the situation, so I might as well accept it. And besides, if it feels this good, I can't stop myself from... Nothing. You heard nothing from me. Of course you didn't. Why would you? There's no way you would hear anything so pathetic as that I liked it. That's not what I was saying at all. You're the one who should understand that, just for your own safety and for your own sake. Look at you, making me into this kind of monster. And how am I supposed to respond? All these professions of love, accusations as well. Fine. Maybe I do love you. In truth, from head to toe, I can't get enough of you. I would kiss you, but I'm afraid I'm completely at your mercy. So, are you going to free these restraints? You got the honesty you were seeking, didn't you? At least most of it. So what if I have feelings for you? You should be extremely honored. I mean, who else would be worthy of these feelings of mine other than you? I do believe I misjudged you. It was my mistake. Even the great and powerful sometimes make mistakes. But that's not the point. I care about you, and that's all there is to it. So, I suggest, as far as things go, you untie me like that, and yes, now that I'm free, why don't you just relax? I'll give you a lap pillow just this once, but don't get cocky just because I'm giving it to you. So, I'll give you head pats. It's only natural. So, again, it's a circumstance of this moment, so understandably, you have to understand. Though, I like petting you. It's cathartic, and it makes me feel at ease. I never thought I'd feel this way from just giving someone a nice little pet. But you are an exception to most rules. It's incredibly strange to me that I fell for someone like you. Someone both infuriating, devilish, and quite alluring. You know, from head to toe, you're probably the most attractive person I've ever met. Hell, even that I've ever seen. The people on television don't compare to you, so it's perfect that you match up to me. And your personality, while we can work on that, is quite good. But now's not the time. No. Just know I'm happy with you. Despite how it may have been difficult to say so at first, it was worth it in the end. Just to have a moment with you. Just to share my day and know that you're not alone anymore. And so what of it? I have a heart too, you know. Despite how proactive I can be, I assure you I have a big heart and I care about those around me. Otherwise I wouldn't have a friend in Kendo, and I wouldn't have a lover in you. You make me want to compromise on things that I've never done. But I probably never will, so it's still a pipe dream, somewhat. But I suppose I could be troubled to compromise on certain things, give you certain things about myself that I've never given to anyone else. You should feel honored. In fact, not a lot of people have even seen this side of myself, let alone heard it. You get my words, you get my pats, and you get my passion. What's not to love? I'm obviously going to be the best boyfriend in the world, so you might as well enjoy it while it lasts, which should be forever by my calculations. But the question is, do you want to deal with me forever? I think you do. You've enjoyed our company so far, despite the obvious integration that we've had of two vastly different personalities. As we've come to grips with it, I think we can come to a more middle ground. Now we can see each other in a new light. Now we can be together like no one is. We can see this world through new eyes, and we can hear it through our hearts. That sounded awfully poetic. I might write that down and save it for later. Write it in my diary and... You heard nothing of that. There is no diary. Listen, it was just a misstep. Now, have sweet dreams, and just relax. I will take care of you and watch over you while you nap. And afterwards, if I do happen to fall asleep with you on my lap, then I suppose it's just as well. I'd want to sleep next to only you. You should be honored about that. No one else would get the honor of having my attention this long. It's just more proof that you're extraordinary. Don't let it go to your head now. Otherwise, I'll have to remind you that I'm the perfect one. Well, I suppose you're perfect too, in your own little way. I like that about you. Like a butterfly taking flight. You always inspire me to feel like I'm that much better. So thank you. Now I can work in earnest to my goals and also have you by my side as my love. So, my little pet, what will we do next time? No, it was only a joke, I assure you. I don't want you to tie me up like that. Unless, of course, you have more of that planned. That situation wasn't so bad. So I guess do your worst, my pet.